Dear children, parents, teachers, and all the well-wishers, welcome back to another beautiful, motivational, inspirational poem by Rudyard Kipling. If is the title of the poem. Kipling, a well-known writer, a short story writer, a poet, and British India is his birthplace in Bombay province. He is a British writer and his lifespan 1865 and 1936, wonderful writings is given to the mankind. If is a beautiful inspirational motivational poem, and we can call it, it has set of rules for growing up adults for better living and a wonderful lifestyle. The set of rules for growing up. How beautiful it. You can just think of this poem. If talks about many things, I want to read those things before going into it. It is denoted as a blueprint for a person's integrity, a behavior, a life of living. So many, you name them. We have so many assets of knowing this poem. Every line, it's beautiful, we can understand. I need not look at the summary too. Kipling, when you look at this poem, if the beauty and the elegance of the lines contrast his stocky lifestyle. He had a very bad childhood. Parents beaten him and sent him out of the house. Foster mother troubled him, abused him. Terrible times. He was a failure in the public school. Later, the death of his two sons has shaken him deeply. Such a tragic life, but his writing is a contrast. And these lines are four stanza, power-packed lines I can call, are set of rules for growing up living. It is like a paternal advice, a father advice to his son. Paternal advice. This actually keeping the leader, Jameson, his Leander Starr Jameson, tribute to him. Kipling has written this poem. Though it was published around 9 and 10 in the rewards, collection of the rewards and fairies. Though it was published long ago, more than 100 years now, almost 120 years, still it has lot of relevance to today's time. That's the beauty of these writers. Even now it looks fresh and nice and a good rule, a set of rules and guidelines for our living, for our behavior, for the integrity to oneself, not for others. Integrity to ourselves is this poem. I'll start off this poem, such a lovely lines. I would like to read the first stanza. Let us move with it. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired of waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. What a beautiful lines. Every line has a powerful meaning in it. If all the people don't, if you can, every line starts with if condition and closes with the explanation of the main sentence. If is a conditional clause, closes with the main clause. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing, when all others are blaming us, when all others are losing hope in us, when people are doubting us, He's asking us to assure ourselves. Keep your head like that. Don't collapse. Trust yourself even so many are doubting you, that they don't believe you. But don't just ignore. Think of where that area they ignore you. What is that they doubt you? What made them doubt on us? If you can give a thought, you can rectify that. And you give that allowance. That's what he says. If you can wait and not be tired in waiting, that is where we lose our success of achieving that last point. Waiting, not losing your temper, keeping yourself calm, not too wise, too talkative, because people may think, oh, not reachable. We always need to connect with the people, and we need to wait patiently. That's why even the quotes, so many quotes speak about haste makes waste. If you hurry, you will bury yourself. Patience pays off. So many quotes for you to be patient and wait upon. And Rudyard Kipling talks about this. If people have so many lies, they tell lies on you, still you don't lie, even there are opportunities. Speak truth, though it pains you, though you have to suffer. Speak truth, it pays you at the right moment. Then go to the next one. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, dream what you achieve, but don't make those dreams as your master, because if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, how beautiful. If you can think you can, but not make thoughts your aim. Thinking only, thoughts are only not your aim. We have to work what we think. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, look at this, triumph is a victory, disaster, losing. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, in case if you have victory, success, if you have failure, both you have to treat with all your balancing act, and treat those two impostors just the same. It's not that don't be overwhelmed, happy, go beyond that you're successful, that you're not reachable. Or if failures beat you, don't just fall off. Get up, dust off, move forward. That's why treat both success and failure, triumph and disaster as two cheaters, because one may take you to heights and throw you from there. One may to take you to the deeper and it will not allow you to come back. That's why you have to treat both same. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twist it by knaves and make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to be broken and stoop and build them with wornout tools. If you can bear to hear the truth, you need to wait upon. Though so many tell lies on us, don't worry. The truth comes out. And also so many talks, knave personalities who don't know things, they also speak quite a lot. And you need not go and explain everything. No, that's not fair what you spoke on me. I am not so and so. No, keep yourself calm, dignified enough. At the right time, you will be treated with the right things. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. We need to accumulate all our good things. Whatever we achieved, we need to keep them. But there will be a time in everybody's life where all our savings we have to put at a risk in an investment in a big business or in something you may buy. Sometimes in the game we need to take risk. risk of short, like that, risk of all your investments. We may put all your savings and we may lose. Sometimes when we take risk, we may lose. Don't be disheartened. Don't give up. Start again. Start working again. Even when Newton has written all his theories and all his manuscripts were put up, all the theories were handwritten by Newton, because of a fire accident, all were burnt. He did not give up. He again started writing every theory on paper. He has written back. We all need to. We come to one point where we have everything, but because of some toss or something, we need to put that risk in our life, take that risk in our life. Suppose if we lose everything, start again. We have a short life. We can work on it till the last minute. That's why invest again, work again, risk you take. Don't sit at the corner not taking risk. At the taking risk only you have the better opportunities where you are really successful at that moment. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can force your heart, sometimes as we grow in age, physically our heart may become weak, our nerves may not coordinate and cooperate, our sinew, the living thing, the plasm in our body, in our nerves, in our vessels may also dry up. But still, push your will. Even if your back aches, if you are a runner, even in 70s and 80s, run. Physically, we may be little weak and slow, but our mental, our will power is so strong that keeps you moving. That makes you hold on with patience, with forbearance, and you're not giving up on your dreams and your thinking abilities. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, and walk with kings nor lose the common touch. When you're walking with the crowds, you should be same with everybody. That doesn't mean when you're with a common crowd, you can't speak the language of nobles. You need to be one with the crowds, but don't lose your virtue. Don't lose your goodness. You can be one with them so that they connect with you. When you are in the king's court, when you are with the noble laureates, you show your wisdom, your knowledge, your elegance, your beauty of language. So you need to be one with everybody. They must connect with us. When you are with the common folk, you should behave as if you are with them. When you are with the kings, you should behave that you are in the king's presence. That's what is realistic living, the life of reality. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute, if neither foes nor loving friends can count you, all will count. Oh, so and so, we can rely, because the minute he says or she says that he is with you, she stays. That is what they need to count on you. They need to know that you will be there for them every time, whether enemies or foes. If someone is too much attached to you also, you will lose your freedom. That's why you need to balance that. And he calls a minute. Minute is 60 seconds. Every second is precious. The minute for him, for Kipling, it is unforgiving. Because when you lose that minute, you will never get back that again in our life. That precious minute is unforgiving. That's why we need to be more cautious and careful, as time is precious according to. If you can fill the unforgiving minute, because the minute passes. Once this minute is passed, no one can give back that minute to us. With 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours sees the earth and everything that's in it. If you fill that 60 seconds in a minute worth of your life journey, your journey as a passerby, as the progress of our living, and the last line he speaks of, yours sees earth and everything that's in it. The whole earth is yours, and everything in it is yours. And which is more, you will be a man, my son. He is addressing to his son. He wants to know these rules of life, to be a real human being, a reality, to bear, have patience. Even everybody around us are losing their temper. You don't lose. You make yourself calm. You make yourself quiet. Be wise. Not too talkative, not too silent. And don't give up. Lead by patience. Such a wonderful poem. I want everybody, it's an inspirational poem, a paternal advice to his son to lead a life of integrity. A rule, this is probably mottos and maxims for rule, you can call a life, a blueprint for personal integrity, behavior and self-development. This if poem is a blueprint for personal development, integrity, behavior. All my dear students, parents, teachers, try to read this poem. I'm going to keep this even in the description. Kindly go through every line, which is definitely more relevant today's time rather than the time when Rudyard Kipling has written this poem. Be blessed. Have a nice day.